Megyn Kelly appeared on Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan, together with her, gave advice to Donald Trump on what he needs to do about the Iran war. You know, this is a war which has been going on for 3 months, more than 3 months. But before I share that discussion, there's something which is so essential I need to share, and then we will discuss.
Now, in the interim, there's been bombs going Israel's way as well. So it's like, as with everything in the Middle East, it's hard to say like who started with whom and when.
In that discussion, Megyn Kelly implies that she doesn't know who started the war. But as long as I know, it's like more than 90% of individuals on this planet do understand that it's the United States and Israel who are the aggressors. These are the individuals who started to throw bombs in Iran. These were the individuals who killed more than 160 students. So this idea of American journalists, more especially those in the MAGA movement, pretending that they have no idea who started the war between the United States against Iran, it is a complete lie. But since we have cleared that out of the way, let's watch the next discussion.
All the math is bad. We don't have the cards to play. It's already a quagmire. Yes, it's only 13 weeks or whatever it is, but it's already a quagmire because there's no easy solution left. Even if we just pack up our bags and leave, which is what we should do.
You know what? That's what I've been saying, is that take any kind of Pyrrhic victory you like, but get out of this, because there's not going to be some great total surrender, as Donald Trump talked about early on. There's not going to be a dismantling of the IRGC.
It is crystal clear that Donald Trump understands that the MAGA movement has already left. The likes of McLaughlin, we have Lindsey Graham, Penny Shapiro, and Ted Cruz, those who are not actually the MAGA individuals. Individuals who were in the MAGA movement include Tucker Carlson, we have Candace Owens, we have Megyn Kelly, Sean Ryan. All those individuals were strong supporters of Donald Trump. They enabled, more especially, him to convince young individuals to vote for Donald Trump. And they believed that Donald Trump was going to be the president who was not going to initiate or start new wars. That's why most of the MAGA individuals left. Now Donald Trump is found in this quagmire where he doesn't know what the exit is. In this discussion, you can see Megyn Kelly and Piers Morgan do understand that the United States has no place to escape to. Donald Trump is fighting so hard in public to seem as an individual who is strong, who has some cards. But in the true sense, Donald Trump has no cards. He has already burnt all the cards which he had. But in the first place, he didn't have those cards. It is believed that it is Benjamin Netanyahu who convinced Donald Trump to go and start this war. I strongly believe he started the war because he was successive in Venezuela. He thought Iran was Venezuela 2.0. He was going to go in, kill the supreme leader, and then claim victory. But it is 3 months later, and Donald Trump seems to be in a more worse position than he began. I read one of the articles, I believe it was from The Hill, where Donald Trump said he is exhausted. He doesn't care what goes on in the Middle East. He is fed up with the war. But he forgets that he is the one who started that war. Before the war, the Strait of Hormuz was free, and ships would have navigated through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, when you find individuals like Dave Rubin, we have Lindsey Graham, we have Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, claiming that they want the Strait of Hormuz to be opened. That's their main objective. You wonder whether this Strait of Hormuz was not opened in the first place. So Piers Morgan and Megyn Kelly are somehow ready to offer Donald Trump some good advice. As usual, you as Donald Trump will understand you. You are one of those individuals who has no principles. Just go ahead, claim some victory. You have no, how can I say, you have no respect for yourself. Just go ahead, shout on Truth Social that you have gone and leave Iran. But I think Donald Trump would not accept that offer. And there is a good reason why he will not accept. Because individuals in the corporate world will be mad at Donald Trump. And from those individuals who believe in the deep state and the conspiracy theories which have been in existence since the assassination of John J.F. Kennedy, they understand that Donald Trump will not accept that Piers Morgan, Megyn Kelly offer. Corporations will not be paying tolls for the rest of their life, and it is the Donald Trump war which began that. So Donald Trump must look for a means at least to offer some corporations their benefits or to return back to the status quo. I also observed that probably Donald Trump is thinking to go ahead and offer the Iranian government, which he calls the people of the United States normally refers as a government regime, $300 billion of their money. It's not the United States money. This is not Israel you are offering money. It is the Iranian money. And he is going to use some Middle East countries such that the public in the United States could not see as Donald Trump gave in to the Iranian demands. That's a deal in that the Iranian at least will relent on their staunch when it comes to the Strait of Hormuz. So for those individuals, you can see that the MAGA cult, individuals who supported Donald Trump initially, they are fed up with the gimmicks of Donald Trump. This is not what they convinced their supporters to vote for. They voted for the deportation of immigrants, no new wars, which Donald Trump has gone ahead and started a lot. They also voted for jobs to be brought back to the United States, which Donald Trump is not going to accept because cheap labor is needed for corporations. I would like your thoughts, more especially when it comes to the advice which Megyn Kelly and Piers Morgan gave Donald Trump. Will Donald Trump go ahead and accept that offer? I like your thoughts. Go ahead, subscribe, like, and also share. See you in my next one. Siku njema.